Hello everyone, this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the Feminine's Mars and the Masculine's Venus. I pre-shuffled already. I'm going to continue to do so. This is the Gilded Tarot, the Rider-Waite Mini for clarifiers. We're going to pull oracle cards at the end, and we're going to roll the die as well. So for Aquarius, going into July 2021. Today's the 30th of June. The Lovers just fell out, guys. So let me clarify that a little bit. Okay. So the Hierophant also fell out. Sorry. You guys might be a little jittery here. All right, so let's see here. For Aquarius. Yeah, I'm definitely getting jittery, and I was totally relaxed before I did Aquarius. So you guys might be a little jittery. We started the video right at 2 o'clock on the nose, so a lot of double zeros is a lot of source energy backing up the High Priestess energy, the feminine, the mediative energy, one-on-one relationships. So let's see what comes up for Aquarius here. It is a general reading. If you want something more specific to you, my information is below, as well as on my website, twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there also called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn and Stainthorpe, if you want to check it out. And meanwhile, let's see what's going on for Aquarius here. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. And comment below if you want to add something. All right, this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Feminine's Mars, Masculine's Venus, Aquarius. Going into July 2021, Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay. All right, so before I go into that, I want to roll the die for Aquarius. All right, we have Leo. Put it over here. We have the number 1, so masculine energy there, or new starts, very focused on one thing. And then we have Mercury here. And I don't know if the retrograde's over or not. I haven't followed up this month on the retrograde. So there's definitely Mercury energies here, which is Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So we have Leo, Mercury signs, as well as communications and mix-up of communications with Mercury and retrograde energy. Even if we're out of it, we may not be far out of it yet, so there may still be a little bit of that. And then we have the 1 of that push forward of the 1, the masculine energy, the selfishness, which is in a good way, right? Loving yourself first and being very focused on one thing. So let's see what comes up for you now, Aquarius, now that we've already cut the deck. First card out for you is the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Aquarius. You had the Lovers drop out, and now the Wheel of Fortune. Right, a turn for the better, perhaps things going your way. Things getting back on track, and the challenge being the Page of Wands reverse, which may be a lack of inspiration. This could be a sick child or a child who's bouncing off the walls with too much energy. This can be frustration, sexual frustration, a lack of empathy I'm just getting now. The foundation here is the 7 of Swords upright. This is that liar, cheater, thief card. It can be running away, ghosting, stealing. This can be watching old westerns as well. But again, they're leaving, you know, out the back, Jack, leaving a little something for you to remember them by. Or that could be you as well. So let's see what's going on behind here. In the recent past is the 5 of Cups upright. Someone grieving a loss or regret. They could be praying to get this dark energy out of their field here. Down on your knees praying that the wheel turn forward, which it is now. Maybe you've been praying, maybe you weren't praying before, and now you are. There's an energy that's resonating between these two. I don't know if it's the same person, it might have been. This may be someone who's been praying for help and then now found their opening to get out of something that perhaps wasn't serving them. Or, you know, this is that negative energy of someone stealing from you or cheating on you or lying to you or ghosting you. So crowning here is the 7 of Pentacles reversed. And for me, this is about implementing a new plan, like going forward with what you were thinking about while you were reaping the rewards. Now you go forward with implementing that plan. Do you want to go back to work? Do you want to retire? Are you going to invest your money? Are you going to spend it? What are you going to do with your time, money, and effort? What's coming up for you is the Six of Cups, the children in the garden. This is the loving, innocent energy of the child within and the child without, truly being loving and childlike. It's the most pure energy of all. It's about past life relationships and soulmates, and loving your children, which is very much similar to the energy of a soulmate or past life soulmate or twin, is to look at how children relate to each other and how they're so pure and open and innocent in the way that they love each other. You see yourself as the Fool reversed, which maybe you feel like you messed up or you tripped up or you embarrassed yourself. The humiliation wound was coming up yesterday. This is about lacking faith ultimately, falling on your face, falling from grace. Again, feeling like you messed up or embarrassed yourself, but did you really? Were you being authentic to yourself? This is coming up those foolish behavior, especially next to the Seven of Swords. It might have done something really stupid or something illegal or something immoral. Around your how others might see you is the Four of Pentacles reversed, which is here where you're holding your cards close to your chest. Now is, laying your cards on the table. This, maybe you don't have a lot of money or time, money, or effort to give to someone else or something else, but this is knowing that you can spend a little bit of money to fix the place up, which may just make all the difference in the world in growing your savings. Perhaps mending fences with someone. Okay, but letting go, not being so stingy or holding your money too tightly. Maybe you were before, because the Four of Pentacles upright isn't always about clinging. Sometimes it's about saving because you need to save. That's the place where you are. The block here for you is the Moon reverse, which is all about deception, getting up before dawn. This is the new moon as well, but there can be deception around this energy here. That is the block for you, which is, this is an issue with trust. Maybe even an issue with having to get up too early, before the sun comes up, or even an issue with deception, which obviously most people should have an issue with deception. But remember, when you obsess about obsession, then that's exactly what you're going to pull in. When you obsess about deception or obsession, whatever it is, it came out, it came out. So if you are worried that someone's going to take you for a ride, well, guess what? They're going to take you for a ride. If you don't trust, you're going to pull in untrustworthy people. So it's about being present in the moment and just knowing that all is well in every moment. Stay here. Don't project forward. Don't project in the, don't go back to the past. What's coming up at the end for you, Aquarius, is Judgment reversed. And this is someone who, is not heeding their call, needing to swallow your pride. Maybe you spoke too soon. Okay. Maybe you choked and didn't go through with something you wanted to do. Or this is also the energy of the day the music died, swallowing your pride and need to do that. This is poor decisions, or perhaps not being judgmental you thought was the right way to go, as opposed to being your true self and making decisions in your favor, right? The way you resonate with, which is always okay. That's what it is to love yourself first. This also can just be, maybe you made a bad judgment call. But again, it's not beating yourself up about making a mistake. It's just about owning up to an error and then going forward and making a plan as to how that's not going to happen again. I'm not going to do that again because that doesn't resonate with me. It's what I learned in the research industry is, realizing there's people out there who, my mom had a really bad temper. So if I did anything wrong, I was worried about getting in trouble. But then I learned in my job how patient people could be when you made a mistake, even if it was a very bad error, because when you're in the hospital industry, you're dealing with life and death and the care of patients, so it's so important to be right? But even when making a mistake, just, in research, you have to document every aspect of the error or the event, and then you move forward on a plan on how to correct that or how to change that from, not happening again. So again, you don't have to get mad or angry about anything, whether it's yourself who made the mistake or somebody else. You say, okay, recognize what happened, see it, don't avoid it. If you're avoiding seeing the awful in the world, then that's your mistake. You need to recognize that it's there, that it's true. And so how can we go forward to make that better? How can we help change that? And the number one thing is to raise your vibration. Because once you raise your vibration, it ripples out to the people around you, and so on and so on. It's a domino effect, and it raises the vibration of the whole world. So you can do something just from the comfort of your own home. So what's connecting you to what's left hanging in limbo is the Star reverse, which is your card. So you're coming up as depressed or arrogant or needing to heal or needing to dream or shine your light. This is, you're feeling humbled. You're feeling not worthy to shine your light. And these are both Aquarius cards for me, and they're both reversed, and you're seeing yourself as the Fool reversed. So I feel like this wheel card in the middle was that this was destined to happen. It's a wake-up call for you to see, not to punish yourself, but to see what you can change in your life to make yourself happy, right? And not to punish yourself, not to harp on things, whether it's somebody else's mistake or yours. Own it, and then go forward on how we can change this for the next time. It's no big deal, right? Everybody makes mistakes. Some are really small, some are really big, but this is how the world goes round, okay? But whatever's happening for you, it is destined. So if you're going through a hard time, know it's for a reason. It's taking you to a better place, but you have to go into the pain in order to come out the other side. What's hanging in limbo for you at the end of your read, Aquarius, is the Seven of Wands, which is standing up for yourself. And notice in this card, he's not taking the high ground, he's taking the equal ground. Being on a level playing field, not wanting to be above the other, but playing on the same ground, okay? Here's lighting the flame, lighting your torch, no matter what anyone else says. If that bothers them, then that's their issue, not yours. It's remaining calm and doing what you need to do. Relighting your flame, even if others don't agree with you. That's okay. We're not all going to agree, never. When have you ever seen an election where everybody agrees? No one's ever going to agree. 100%, okay? So you're going to get some more cards from this deck at the end of the read, just to see how we, very nice. The way it plays out. Okay, and maybe this read is going to be helping you change your perspective a little bit. I hope so. That's what I'm here for. The underlying energy is some instability here with the Four of Wands reversed. This can just be a house with some issues that need to be worked on, but also this could be your home. Maybe there's a need for a divorce here. Or this is just moving your house. This could be visiting at somebody else's house. This card comes up like this when you're visiting somewhere else. Or this could be a homecoming as well. But that's the underlying energy of generally of instability and the need to find a place where you're grounded and not feeling unstable anymore. So we have Leo up right here. And we start out here with the Three of Cups reversed, which is no joy. There is a message of love here. This could be a third-party situation here. But is it your third-party situation or your partner's third-party situation? Or is this bad influences like groups who drink or party too much or gossip too much around you? This is an offer of love, though. This is also about someone being love, right? No matter what. Even if there's negative influences, and offering that love to those negative influences. Okay? But ultimately, the Three of Cups is about no joy, antisocial, not wanting to connect, which isn't really ultimately making you happy. That doesn't mean being alone isn't also needed at certain times, right? So it just depends on the person and where and when. So here's the Ten of Pentacles, which is the family, the business, the community of wealth and prosperity, abundance. This can be an inheritance. This could be the community chest. But there's a little imp here in charge of the money. Not sure if that's such a wise thing to do. Maybe you made a mistake of allowing this person, or maybe someone allowed you to take care of the money, and maybe you're not the best person with money. Maybe you weren't the person who should have been in charge. So, they're very happy and sweet, but they don't look like there's someone who's responsible. And in this card, there's also a turtle down here walking away. They were too slow to the get. So somebody might have won over the turtle who's more wise, right? Here is the Strength card, right? And that's like she's like the wind. It's like Guinevere, She's in her strength, amidst the stars. And here's the Queen of Pentacles, who's very grounded and knowledgeable or educated. We have the peacock here too as well, showing her feathers. She's wearing very royal colors underneath, but she's cloaking herself in her education. And there could be, this could involve education, but also Judaism. It's very much based in education. And then we have the Four of Wands reversed, where there's some instability here, or a need to move, right? Because this is very positive up here. So it looks like it's a move or a visit. Doesn't look negative to me. Someone's being strong about their education or their groundedness, their stability, and perhaps need to move. Now they have an inheritance or a family supporting them, helping them to be strong. And now that they've finished their education, perhaps moving on, helping them find an apartment. Or this could be moving on from a situation with the family, which is fine, but maybe you just need to move out, and it's just time for that. So that could be, but there also could be a third-party situation here, or bad influences around, or maybe someone's deeming an offer of love, that Knight of Cups, as a bad influence because there may be a commitment to the family, business, or community right there, and the need to be strong with the Queen of Pentacles. So she could have Leo in her chart, or there could be a Leo in the family who's leaving the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be a child leaving the nest as well. We have Libra in the middle of the read. We have Leo upright as well, and the underlying energies. We have Aries as you reversed, and then Cancer as the block reversed, and then 2 Aquarian energies reversed up here. So Aries and Aquarius are reversed, but Libra and Leo are upright. So that shows you also Cancer is reversed here. So you see the signs that's in their favor is Libra and Leo. Okay, if there's some kind of, win here. So let's see here. Why do we have the 4 of Wands reversed in your underlying energy for Aquarius? All right, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is someone rushing in with the truth. This also can be the knight in shining armor. It can also be the police rushing in. But we have the Queen of Wands. She's looking the other way. Well, this could be her truth that she's sending in, but looking the other way while it's happening. Or these could be 2 separate people of fire energy and air energy. And again, we have Leo and Libra as the first 2 signs coming up here. So this could be a Leo and Libra here. Or this is you as Aquarius with Aries. She could have Aries in her chart as well. And then this is at nighttime. While maybe they're doing their separate things. While they're off doing their thing, she's doing her thing at night. There's also Cancer energy here. Right? This is about getting out of the house. Getting out of the house. One's going back to get a message out to someone from the past, and then the Queen of Wands is looking forward to the nighttime or to the season of Cancer. Maybe she likes being a homebody. So again, we have Leo here, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Wands could be Leo here, and then the Queen of Pentacles could be an earth sign with Cancer in her chart, or also there's air there as well. So in the recent past, we have the 5 of Cups upright. So there could be some loss, regret, guilt, and shame, or not being able to let go of the past. It looks like someone trying to clear some dark energy from their field. And then we have the Ace of Wands reversed. This is frustration, a lack of inspiration, feeling beat down, right? Being beat over the head. This can be sexual abuse as well, feeling creatively blocked, not feeling aroused, not feeling humored by the situation, not able to understand the situation. Right? The straw that broke the camel's back. Here's the end of an emotional cycle of unhappiness, or a very unhappy family, right? That's just draining you. And hoping that this energy goes away, and it's involving the 4 of Wands reversed, which is an unstable home or situation, or a lack of stability in general. So why, and I just want to say where he's trying to clear energy regarding this frustration about an unhappy family or the end of an emotional cycle that's really over, and being frustrated and uninspired and just wanting it to be done already. The next 2 cards coming up are the Tower reversed and the Devil. So this is trying to avoid disaster with the temptation or the devil, the ball and chain as well. Or this is in the aftermath of sudden events that happened already, and the cleanup, and that you may have to face the devil or temptation again, okay? And there's Taurus energy coming up here too. So we have Scorpio reversed, Capricorn upright, and Taurus upright, which, this is the church and this is the devil, right? So they're these opposite energies. Not saying, this is not the angel though. This is the the societal norms that tell us what to do. And here's the devil, and are they the same? Are they one and the same in this situation here? And then we have Libra reversed too coming out here. And then there's that Seven of Swords, all right? So there's some kind of illegal or immoral activity, or just someone running away from their problems, or sneaking information on somebody else. There could be PI involved. So why do we have that Seven of Swords in the foundation there? And maybe you were spying on someone, or lying, or cheating, or maybe somebody on you, but you look like you feel like you've embarrassed yourself. That's how you're seeing yourself. So why is the Seven of Swords there? The truth came out. Okay, about a large burden. Right? This is also being the slave, resist. This also could be resistance training, working out too much, or just working too much, slave labor. This also is the energy of Atlas, carrying the weight of the world upon your shoulders. And, you're going to break. You can't sustain this for very long. This could be carrying too much actual weight as well and feeling like you need to lose weight. But here's then the truth being presented, or somebody's under arrest where they were pretending to, keeping their head down so nobody would know. And then someone gets arrested. But, this is the truth coming in. And this is coming in from the Queen of Pentacles, or the House, or the Queen of Wands. Or this could be the Queen of Wands with the wands right there. This also could be the slave driver. And here's the slave labor. And then somebody, getting out of Dodge. And then we have the King of Pentacles reversed, who's arrogant here. Okay, so somebody might be quitting a job without notice, sick of being a slave. And then we have the central energy of the Wheel of Fortune. Why does Aquarius have the Wheel of Fortune here? All right, this is rejection. This is also vulnerability. This is a child who's over vulnerable, right? Really shy, or in a place of vulnerability where someone could take advantage of them. It's also someone who's spoiled and entitled. It's both sides of the coin, and it can be expressed in the same child. But this is that energy of extreme vulnerability, but it's destined here, all right? We also have Libra energy, so it could be a Libra energy. This could have Pisces around it as well. And then this is suffering in silence chronically, like the nightmare, the never-ending nightmare. And this could be a child who's very scared, like immersed in their fears all the time. And there's the Four of Swords, because this can literally be having nightmares. This can also be needing a break, needing to pray, needing to meditate, which is coming up over here, praying and meditation, to clear the field. Perhaps sage may be coming up as well. I saged last night. This, for me, is a chronic state of suffering, right? When it's upright, it may be something new, where someone's up crying, they can't sleep, they're under a lot of pressure or stress, a lot of anxiety, headaches, whatever it is that keeps you up at night or crying. But this is a chronic state for this Page of Cups, okay? And needing a rest, a break. This is 5D connection as well. This could be laying something to rest, or laying someone to rest. So this could be a child that was miscarried or lost as well for somebody, but it's coming under the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm not literally getting a death here, but it is dark night of the soul, and it's of a child or an adult feeling very vulnerable, like a child again, having to get through dark night of the soul, and it really put them on their back, right? You can't function when you're going through dark night because you're just crying all the time. So the challenge being here is the Page of Wands reversed. And it is destined, so don't forget that. But there's also Libra energy there. It's upright. The Page of Wands reversed is the Hierophant. All right, so this is about commitment, societal norms, the old boys club, the patriarchy here. There could be the Pope. This could be a religious leader, an establishment, or a Taurus person. And this is someone who is very anti-establishment. A Page of Wands child is throwing a temper tantrum because they do not want to do what the church or the mother or the father or the society or school tells them to do. This could be a principal as well. So we have Taurus upright, Libra reversed, and this is the wheel upside down, right? When things weren't going so well, or things were slow, or it just wasn't time yet. And, a twist of fate as well regarding a commitment to a religion establishment or a marriage or traditions, and someone's not agreeing with that here. And that could be, right, we have two young energies here, but they can be adults as well. We have the Page of Cups reversed and the Page of Wands reversed, who are not agreeing with societal norms. This one's going through dark night of the soul, and this one may be rebelling on a more 3D level, literally rebelling to that religion establishment or community or society. We then have that Seven of Swords again running from the King of Wands. All right, so this is how they're coming out. Okay. So there's somebody either lying, cheating, and stealing from the King of Wands who's upright and seeing it for what it is, or this is someone running back to this energy over here of the Taurus upright or Libra reversed, or this establishment, religion, or marriage that's not working, or it's in a down slump right now. This is also someone who's taking information after, this could be kids who are taking information from his place and taking it back to the other partner, right? Or these could be work partners, whatever it is, but there's some kind of go-between or somebody investigating, auditing this guy, and then but he's like running, so he's either running away from him or stealing or cheating or lying from him and taking it back to this energy over here. And we have the Page of Wands reversed. This could be a child who's betraying their father's trust, taking it back to the enemy, right? So either the other people at work or the partner, to the church, right? So there could be a betrayal there between father and child. And the King of Wands is feeling badly here. This also could be the King of Wands having a realization about what they didn't see before. So they were basing actions on what they saw, and now they're seeing something completely different, and now feeling really terrible about what they did in the past because it was based on a lie. So here we have the crowning energy of the Seven of Pentacles, implementing a new plan. With the Page of Pentacles upright, this could be a new opportunity, an invitation. This could be a student who's really into what they're learning right now, right? This could be a straight A student type person. This could be a child who's always a straight A student who now messed up, right? And they never allow themselves to mess up, right? Because it's so important to them to get straight A's and please mom and dad and the teachers and the principal. And this is someone who takes the fall. This also could be going to a different school or different, maybe a different program for education in the fall. So implementing a new plan after having taken a fall, or after having embarrassed oneself or done something stupid, now getting back on track, implementing a new plan. And here is now the Six of Cups upright, which is really loving energy, which came out again, which is super loving energy. It can be your children being very loving and helping each other out while you're not available, or this can be any soulmate energy, whether it's you and your partner, you and your children, you and another friend or soulmate. This is fond memories of the past, a past life soulmate as well. And this is also union. I mean, this is twin flame energy right here, right? The inner children loving each other at home in union, stability. This could be a separation. I mean, not a separation, a celebration, I meant to say, but there could be a separation for some. So here is the, it could be a child's wedding. Which would be really innocent and beautiful, but it could be the inner innocence of, two older people too, at finding a home or a wedding and just so much enjoying that. This is beautiful energy right here. But there is an issue with the extended family here. So this could be family who needs to be at an event or situation here, or involved with the home, where they may be helping them buy their first home. This could be, but this also can be dysfunction of this family, whether it's financial or they just lost a family member or lost a lot of money this year. But it looks like they're still going to be able to help out this couple with a new home or paying for their wedding, that kind of stuff. There looks like a big expense right here. And again, the business may not be doing too well, Or maybe they're selling their business to actually pay for their kid's wedding or house, like as a gift to them because they're going to retire. That could be as well. But there may be issues at work with finances, losing money, or needing to get a new job. This also could be third-party interference at work. But they're putting the money out for this beautiful love energy. Okay, we have the Lovers coming up next as well. All right, so there's twin energy right here. All right, we got the Lovers, we got the Six of Cups in the Garden, we have the Four of Wands, and then we have the transformation here of the Death card. So there may have been a death or just an ending to a situation. This could be Dark Night of the Soul. This could be last rites. Someone's walking right over the dead, past the religious man, breaking free of restrictions they don't resonate with. All right, but there is a Lover's situation here. Definitely looks like a bond, whether it could be a marriage or a new home. It's definitely about love and two people coming together in love. You see yourself as having made a fool of yourself or messed up or just lacking faith in general. And again, this could be player energy or falling short of expectations, whether they're yours or somebody else's. But again, this could be the player who likes to sleep around. This can be someone who had good intentions of riding in and saving the day, but then they fell short on energy or the ability to follow through. This also can be paralyzed by your passions and unable to speak or talk and go forward because you're so stuck, you're so mesmerized in a way. And you see that there's very similar energy here between these two cards. This is falling off the wagon as well. All right, so along with that is, again, implementing a new plan on how to go forward. I fell off the horse, no matter what regard that is. It doesn't have to be an addiction, maybe just messed up with something. And how do I go forward? How do I clean this up and go forward in a better way so this doesn't happen again? So that's all it is, okay? No need to beat yourself up about it. Recognize it, admit it. Always admit the truth, even if it hurts your pride. You'll get past that. It's more important to be in your truth and go forward in how you can do it better next time. And so we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. Four of Pentacles reversed. The Queen of Pentacles is upright. She's letting go to perhaps fix things up, make a new plan, end the pain. This could be putting out money to get a massage as well. For me, this card comes up for massage and any kind of back treatments, right? This is a lot of back pain, spine pain, and related treatments. So she may be treating herself to any kind of treatment, and it can even be like going into a harmonic egg or something, right, to relieve emotional pain. So somebody might be putting out a little money to help themselves relax, to get grounded again, to be more grounded, to be more practical about things. And here we have the High Priestess here as well, perhaps getting advice from a reader, or this could be getting advice from a nun or a religious woman or your church. This is someone who usually is intuitive or has psychic abilities, or this is a secret or someone who can keep your secret, like going to confession, or this is just that friend who can keep your secrets here. Or we have an Earth sign and a Pisces sign. She can also be Virgo or Aquarius. This could be a silent partner, but there could be a lot of pain between these two. They're both upright. They're both very upstanding, but there may be some pain between them, or a pain in the ass between them. So that could be somebody else. And then the block for you is the Moon reverse. Why is this a block for you, Aquarius? This is the arrows of love, the energetic exchange. This could be a lot of communication and travel back and forth. And this is positive energy. So I feel like the block for you may not be deception, but having to get up and work. Maybe you weren't working before, or maybe you have a block around the new moon. I mean, you could have a wound about starting something new, because that has to do with getting up really early with the sun, or getting up before the sun you might not like because you're getting up under the moon energy, which is dark for you. So maybe you just want to get up when the sun comes up, which can still be early. So just realize there may be a wound about that. Go into your energy and see if there's a wound about new starts or getting up before dawn when it's still dark out. And just starting over. There may be a wound about having to start over and over and over in a lifetime. There's the confirmation right there, where you never got to follow through with one life because you had to keep moving, or you kept losing people and had to start over again, or you kept losing jobs and had to start over again. So this is a lot of back and forth energy around that that needs to clear, but this is in a positive sense. There's a lot of energy supporting you walking away from something to go within and really find what you want in life. Okay? So, and again, this can be after feeling like you failed or doing things under the radar, being needy for attention or attention-seeking behavior can come up with this, right? So, yeah, it's about just doing the inner work, which is really, it's coming up as really positive. The need to walk away and within. And that can just be in a certain situation when there's too much energy and it's overwhelming. Time to walk away and go within. It's okay. And now the Judgment card reversed. Why is that reversed? And I never liked that card when it's reversed. This is about recovering from destitution, exile, any kind of injury or illness, and recovering. This doesn't have to just be financial. It can be any practical things. And recovery of that. Coming back into the fold. But you may have spoke too soon. So right when you thought that it was safe to come back, you might have spoke too soon, or you choked wanting to do something and then you got scared to do it. There is this energy of being very drained or sick. There could be a sick child or just being sick of this, so sick of recovering. We have Leo reversed, ego reversed, children, pets, any of that kind of energy that's out of control or sick or just drained. There's a need for sunshine. There's a need for healing and vacation here, right? Recovery time. Right? This is someone needing to heed the call to action, to do something, or perhaps just go on vacation to do something about it. There's depression here and arrogance and a need to swallow their pride. And when you're ungrounded, it makes it very difficult to do this. The day the music died. There's someone trying to get back in with somebody else, to be welcomed back, but it wasn't quite time, or it was time and you choked and you didn't do it, and then you were depressed about it, so then you're now feeding into that spiral. So why is the star reversed here for you? A message of love. So again, this came up in the underlying energy. There's a message of love, and now there's a message of love here. So, but this is depressing you, so maybe, is it offer of love to you or offer of love to someone around you? Here's offer of love to a dependent or someone who's powerless, right? Or someone who spends too much. It's like you made a mistake and you spent a whole lot of money and someone's offering you love anyway and you don't feel like you deserve it, and it makes you feel worse. Instead of them calling you on what you did, they're being loving, which then makes you feel worse because maybe you did something to them. So why do we have the 7? Why do we have the 7 of Wands upright, standing up for yourself? This is seeing synchronicities, having lots of options, which may be confusing for you on picking just one when there's so many that are good, or you can't figure out if they're all good. It can be very confusing for you, which I was very jittery in the beginning of the read, kind of dropping things, because you can't be scattered in too many different directions, because then you lose your focus. Remember, you have the number 1, which requires focus, and this is needing to be present in the moment. So stop getting distracted and stay right here in the moment. Stand up for yourself about what it is that you want and be clear about it. Focus on one thing at a time. Be very focused. And that may not be Aquarius' natural thing, right? Aquarius is the idea person. It's not until Pisces where you can truly ground it into manifestation. And Pisces are already one step onto the other side. So it's very easy for them to manifest. Aquarians have great ideas, but they're not always good at bringing them into fruition. And so they might have lots of different ideas, but not focusing on one to bring it home, that kind of energy here. And again, there's that frustrated energy of being all over the place, scattered energies here. All right, so let's see what else was coming up for Aquarius in the Gilded Tarot. So the next card is the Hierophant energy. My deck looks a little beat up there, so maybe your Hierophant's a little beat up. This could be Taurus energy, whether that's something you have in your chart or someone around you. This is the powers that be, the religious leader, the establishment, the tradition, what's expected of you, your role to play in their world, right? So why are you allowing other people to tell you what to do? Or is this you telling other people what to do? So somebody's standing up for their perhaps traditional ways, which is fine if that's the way you want to live, but you can't expect other people to necessarily resonate with that. Then we have the Three of Wands reverse, which is someone living in the past or looking back or constantly going back to the past. So this is really about traditional ways, about living in the past and not allowing the new to come in. And then here is someone avoiding sudden changes or disasters that may or may not be true. Stop projecting into the future, stay present in the moment. This also could be the aftermath and the cleanup needed after sudden events or epiphanies came in. Looking back at the cleanup that needed to happen, or having avoided sudden changes because you're used to the old ways and you don't want to try the new. And then the sun comes in, which is full energy. It's about vacation, sunshine, happiness, and fun. This is also Leo energy. It's also the summer right now with Cancer going into Leo. And then we have the world, completion of a whole big cycle. This is huge. This is also Pisces energy. It can be the divine feminine opening their heart to the world as well. Somebody could be doing some kind of ballet or skiing or the Olympics, or Cirque du Soleil energy could be coming up for some. But this is exposing yourself to fun and the world, and allowing the world or the cycle to come full circle, to end the cycle, to go on something new, to bring the good news at the end of the war, allow it to end, and allow yourself to lead the way into the new, right? To have success and attention and happiness, and even followers if you want. But it's not about the end point, it's about the journey. When you're on the journey that you love, this will naturally happen. This doesn't happen because you say, I want to be famous and I want followers. This happens because this person is finding joy in delivering good news. They're bringing in the end of the war. And then here's the Knight of Pentacles, the loyal, humble servant who's looking forward but going back because they're taking care of their responsibilities that they need to finish before they go forward. And there we have the innocents down here, the bunny and the little ladybugs. So they may have child responsibilities they still need to take care of. So even though the good news came in, and that may be the same person or two separate people, but the news came in, leading the way, but someone might need to go back first and take care of some of these responsibilities before they go into their more fiery new energies. This is someone who's been waiting a long time or coming to pick you up, and you're taking forever to come out of the house. But this is a bold move, to travel, to ascend. And this is saying, well, just make sure you don't take too long, because I've already been waiting a very long time. It's the Chariot, which is big. And then she goes back to doing her own thing and being independent until the Knight of Pentacles is ready. All right? So how does this affect you? And are these people you? Are they your children? Is this your partner? Is this someone outside of yourself, like friends? And what part did you play in all this? And this, as you being the Knight, or excuse me, yeah, the Knight of Wands reversed, here you literally could have gotten back up on the horse and learned your lesson, right? Not wanting to do it the same way again. So now you're only promising what you know you can do. Maybe you're helping out, taking over, while this one, the Knight of Pentacles, goes back to finish up some stuff. So you could be covering for them so that they can actually get ready to be with this person in this relationship of marriage or bond here, whether it's a child or your partner or a friend or a family member. So why is the Hierophant here? Somebody standing up to the crowd, standing up to the Hierophant. Why? The powers that be. The Star is about your dreams come true. This could be a dream girl. This could be dreams of being a healer or a dreamer or being a star, right? There's a little birdie here in the nest ready to take their first leap to see if they can do it, to shine their light. And then we have the King of Cups, which is all about unconditional love. So this could be a water sign, so it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces man, or it's about being unconditionally loving, like a star who gets, everyone loves the star. It feels like there's someone here who always wanted to be a star, or maybe you have a child who always wanted to be a star. But the problem was you were focused on being the star, not being you and doing what you love to do. Because you can only become the star when you're truly being authentic to yourself. And that's when you draw in that other energy, because you're living at such a high vibration. So there could be a marriage here, or a church or an establishment that gets a lot of unconditional love and stardom, whether that's you or somebody else. It doesn't look like it's you. It could be a partner, because this could be a marriage here, or it could be a partner at work or in the community. But you're seeing somebody else get the stardom and the love. And how do I do that for myself? Right? So, and you could be a Taurus, right? You could be, we're doing Aquarius, so you could be an Aquarius person, but you could have Aquarius in your chart. So this could also be a Taurus person over here. And then we have, and you have Aquarius, and then Aquarius is right here, upright too. So that's why I was saying you could be Taurus or Aquarius. And then we have, again, looking back, going back, or living in the past. And why is that coming up for you? Is the need to share, the need to be more charitable, be equal, because we were talking about being on equal ground and not above or below one or the other. Sharing with others, giving and being charitable, but also settling out when there needs to be balance here. The need to pay your bills, perhaps, pay off what you owe, and that can be in time, money, and effort. It doesn't just have to be about money. But there is insecurities here, a lack of tools, an inability to manifest on your own, perhaps, or others. But also, this is your ability to be able to share with others when they feel insecure and you don't, when you're in your power. What is it that you're in your power about that you can help others with, that you're really good at, that you love to do? So you can be in both spots. You're both the teacher and the student. We can all learn from each other and teach to each other. This is the point they're trying to get through to you. It's not about being the star where everybody listens to you or loves you. It's about the equal give and take, right? The star exudes love every day. They're loved to everybody. They don't judge other people. And some do, obviously, like Hitler gained a lot of fame, didn't they? By hating a lot of people. Maybe he was being authentic to himself. Maybe he was just a really hateful man. The universe favors people who are authentic to themselves, whether they're good or bad, right? Because it's all God's children, the good ones and the bad ones, right? Then you grew up in a family. Some of you were better than others. So then we have the Tower reversed here, about avoiding disaster or avoiding the cleanup. And this is somebody juggling too much stuff. This could be robbing Peter to pay Paul. This could be performing. Maybe you want to be an actor. But ultimately, it's about distracting the crowd so they don't see all the crap back here that's going on. Right? Trying to avoid disaster, right? Putting on a happy face. And juggling, don't look at what my life really looks like in the background. No, look here, look here, look here. Don't look there, look here, right? It's you trying to distract the crowd. This is regarding overworking, not working, that things aren't working out, and you don't want other people to see that. Avoiding the disaster of exposure, being afraid of the word getting out. Okay, the sunshine, exposure, fully energized. Don't want to have fame for the wrong thing. Again, stepping up to the plate, spreading the word. This could be Little League and playing baseball as well. This is, again, stepping up for advertising, perhaps trying to avoid a disaster or in the aftermath needing help cleaning up this disaster. Exposing all regarding the devil, temptation, the ball and chain, right? Any kind of codependencies or addictions waving here. The temptation to go back again. If you fully expose everything, then there's nothing to fear because you're being in your truth. But being loving at the same time. There may be news here about someone exposed, right? Someone who fell in a big way in the public arena, because this could be swearing in court as well. Or somebody waving hello, again, temptation, tempting a child. But again, avoiding disaster because it was exposed. They already knew about this person, so they stayed away from them. And this came up in a show I was just watching too, the 4400, where the one guy, got these superpowers now. And so they think they can go and clean up a park. And, they think they think they're God, that they can do it all by themselves, but they can't. So they did a lot of good, But then ultimately it led to their demise because they never asked for anyone else's help. It was the ego thinking they could do it all themselves. That energy is coming up here, but they ultimately, their intention was good. But their ego got in the way. That's devil's play. So again, exposure is ultimately good, right? Don't keep things in secret. Like, don't do things in secret. Because the reason you're doing it in secret is because someone's not going to like what you're doing. So if you know your parents or your children aren't going to like what you're doing, you still have to do it if it's authentic to you, even if they don't like it. And if they move out or they leave you, then you have to be willing to stand up for yourself, to be you no matter what, even if they leave you. That's being sovereign, being happy with yourself. And that's when you can get your stardom, by being truly you. We have the world here, the world open with a loving heart, and there's the world reversed. So it was upside down, and now it's back right up. The cycle is closing. Here there was, doing things under the radar, feeling like a failure, or doing things sneaky, getting paid cash, any of these little things under the radar, whatever it is. There's also the connection between the two, having done it under the radar, right? The divine feminine in the 5D, and divine masculine attention-seeking behavior, doing it under the radar, not doing it honestly. And here's the honest energy, which is beautiful. Why would you not want this energy? This is bringing good news to the world. Why would you not want that energy? Why would you rather be sneaky and under the radar so other people don't see that you like this energy? Okay, so whether that's you or the energy that's playing out around you, there's injustice here, or Libra reversed, and then there's Sagittarius upright, a higher love, and Sagittarius as well. All right, so then we have here is the Six of Swords now, which is also upright. Look at that. See how they come out? These were reversed before, now they're upright. The world is now complete with an open heart as good news comes in, leading the way, getting back up on the horse, not allowing someone to keep you down. And then the Knight of Pentacles, going back to finish up their responsibilities before they go. So why is the Knight of Wands there upright? Or not the Knight of Wands, but the Six of Wands, which has that same kind of energy. This is someone waking people up. This is an announcement, a wake-up call. A judgment, perhaps a final judgment comes in and someone's announcing that judgment to everybody. This could be piping music in too. It's celebration that the war is over ultimately, and bringing in the news to the Queen of Cups. And again, for me, the judgment card's Aquarius. So bringing good news or music to the Queen of Cups, who's focused on her heart and maybe really enjoying this message. And then there's the Knight of Pentacles right behind her. But stuck, they may be afraid, they may have choked, right? No balls here. They're sitting right behind them, but she may not even be aware of it because they got scared and they didn't come forward. So now we have the Knight of Pentacles upright, going back to fight a battle, to finish it off, like finish off the field. They don't have a choice, they have to deal with it. Feeling attacked or under attack, or defenseless to the energies, or perhaps they don't have a defense and they need to get a lawyer, but needing to finish up this stuff that they don't necessarily want to deal with, perhaps dealing with a very religious person, or a nun, or an aide, or a nurse that's helping out somebody. But there could be some defensiveness here, but no options, they have to deal with it, even if they feel defenseless here. There's the King of Swords, holding back time, money, and effort, or saving for a new life. He's upright in his truth, getting new information or clarity here while he's saving before the new life begins, going back to get what he needs. And then we have this, the Chariot, which is moving forward then with peace, perhaps to the Hermit coming out. But also, why is the Chariot there with the Nine of Pentacles, the Sovereign? Okay, some kind of disconnect, or someone who's at a distance waiting. That's the Chariot right here. Waiting to come together. Being pushed to their emotional limit to get all of the juices out, the wounds out, the water, which is the emotions out. Feeling dumped or dumped on, pushed to their emotional limit, sweating it out in order to get release. To release themselves from a prison, a mental prison, or anxieties, or getting out of jail, to heal and forgive, to let go, to mend fences, to fix things up in the house, to then hang out and see new perspectives and be wise, to surrender when you're stuck with no way or nowhere to go. This could be a breakup, a breakdown, a breakthrough, right? It can be all of those things. When you're stuck, there's a reason for it. It's time to ground and integrate the experience you've just had where you had to surrender all your prior wounds, to let them go before you move on. Here is an Emperor reversed who needs to step down, right? They're broken. They were either out of control, abusing their power, and they got taken down, or they're getting older and they just can't do what they do anymore. So they need to be willing to step down and let their ego go. And find some peace. Perhaps away from going out of their mind, or over-isolating, or going crazy, or dementia, right? Feeling weak, sick, needing courage and strength. Ego, kids, pets, Leo, out of control. And the Queen of Swords, either not speaking to you, or lecturing you, lying to you, verbally abusing you. She's coming from a hurt place, whether she's silent or she's bitching at you and you're tired of hearing that. There is the Empress reversed, right? This also could be a sister taking care of the mother and the brother's not helping. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. This could be someone injured or sick, but it also can be an abusive mother who's really dark and bossy and wants to control everybody. Or it's a woman who expects everyone to wait on her and do everything for her. I don't know how. Can you do that for me, please? I mean, there can be extreme energies either way. She can be this verbal abuse. She can be the silent treatment, making her son feel guilty. Okay, there's lots of different ways this can come up. And then we have the letting go to start over again, right? She's letting go to start over again. And this can be either by fighting, by competing, by acting, or through games and fun and the pursuit of happiness. It just depends on your perspective. It's always up to you. All right, so let's see what the Romance Angels has for you. And again, I want to review the signs we just dealt with. We have Leo upright, Libra upright in the center of your read. You have Aries reversed, so that could be in your chart. We also have Cancer reversed and double Aquarius reversed, so you're having a hard time right here. We have Taurus upright, we have Scorpio reversed, Leo upright again, we have Pisces upright, and then we have Cancer upright at the end here as well, along with two siblings or a couple that's coming together, the Knight of Pentacles and the Sovereign. And it looks like the Sovereign's waiting for the Knight of Pentacles to go back and finish something before they can come forward, or perhaps come to visit. So here we have Romance Angels for Aquarius. And we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And to keep an open mind, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. All right, so you may be looking for someone new. And there's a honeymoon here. Enjoy the holiday time of bliss together. And flirt. Okay, so it could be someone new. It could even be dealing with your children. Okay. And then we have the bottom of the deck where you're getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost secrets or selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so getting to know each other. There could be family, friends, a partner, children. But there is a separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So it does feel for you, it's more about getting to know children, family, friends better. People who you can ask for help and not keep secrets from. To tell them who you really are is really important for you right now. Okay, chemistry, keep an open mind, honeymoon and flirt. So this literally looks like it's there could be a new person here. But it also could be the chemistry you have with your friends and your family and your children. But to keep an open mind, just because they don't agree with everything you are, doesn't mean they're not a soulmate for you. All right, maybe you're going to find out more about them on this vacation or time away, and being very lighthearted and having fun. All right, let's see what the Lenormand Reverie deck has for you as we hit the hours, the long one. It was important for you. I don't like to usually go quite this long. I've been trying to keep them closer to 30 minutes, but they never work out that way. But for you, this was, I mean, it was just very clear every step of the way. Very important for you to do some shadow work and not punish yourself for making mistakes, to just get back up on the horse. Don't expect to be the star. Just be you as you are, and that's how you'll get to wherever you want to go. And be present in the moment. Be the present to yourself. This is for Aquarius. Okay, there you go. Take the ride of your life. Cross the rainbow. Be the rainbow. Take the ride. Catch the ring. Right? This is your ring, the one you gave yourself. You have a satchel here too. There's a very important letter or message you're bringing here. Maybe you have a very important message to bring. Maybe you're supposed to go to the amusement park and ride the carousel with your kids and just be a kid again. It's like you're bringing papers to a place where there needs to be a choice made here. A very important choice. Perhaps to put yourself first for stardom. This could somebody even could be like leaving someone at the altar here because they really want to go off and be the star of their own life. There's a lot of abundance here. Somebody wants abundance. There's fish here, staying in their own lane. It's very free-flowing without anyone telling them what to do. And then here is the snake. So there may be some danger here regarding the enemy. But this also comes up as wanting to close the 8, like a closed circuit of abundance within yourself. But this can involve twins as well, doing the dance between the masculine and the feminine within you as well. And finding your anchor through this. This is also like the serpent in the Garden of Eden, right? Wanting to find your own crazy 8 relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship that is a normal relationship, but you can't really be yourself in this relationship. You want to be the star of your own show, and you want someone who's going to let you do that. So you may be looking at this kind of twin flame relationship and saying, that's what I want. But be careful of what you wish for. There's a need to anchor down your ideas. Again, Aquarius is coming up, as sometimes there can be a lot of pie in the sky ideas because it's not grounded. The anchor is not attached to anything there, so make sure you anchor yourself and ground yourself. And there's a need to crack the whip. This is also rod and staff energy. And again, this is someone, like riding the horse with the crack. This is, you got to whip the horse, hey-ya, hey-ya, to go faster and faster in the chase for the fox. But is that really what you want to do? Are you chasing the fox, or is the fox leading you? And are they leading you astray, or are they leading you to a stray that you might help and it may change your life? Okay, you need to look closely. Make sure you know what you're wishing for. The bottom of the deck is actually a commitment with the ring, but we also talked about the brass ring on the carousel, about catching it for yourself, gifting yourself. This also could be a proposal. Maybe someone just got proposed to because this happened already. So if you were just proposed to, you may change your mind, or you may cement that relationship, realizing with time away that you do really have a lot in common. But there is loyalty here, someone wanting to be put on a leash with an offer of a gift and a ring, and 2 people connecting here. So this was the underlying energy, all right? So and this may have been a marriage already. It might have been in a marriage already that seemed to be happy, or you're about to get married and ready to go for the ride of your life up on the altar to be the star. Maybe the marriage is the star you always wanted to be, because you're getting married for stardom and abundance. But again, be careful what you wish for. There's a snake here. There's nothing anchored in. So I don't know what you're deciding here, or whether it's even you getting married. But there is that energy of just being careful what you're wishing for. If you think you're going to get stardom from being in a marriage with a wealthy person who's got stardom, you might end up being on the back seat when you really want to be the star of your own show. So is this really the right person for you? So it's just a lot of energy coming up for you to make sure about. Make sure you know what you're wishing for. And again, there is chemistry here, and to keep an open mind. honeymoon and flirt. Yeah, there could be all sorts of stuff. Maybe you feel like you made a fool of yourself, or somebody else made a fool out of you. Maybe somebody else, there could be someone left on the altar here, whether it's you leaving them or them leaving you, or made a bad mistake regarding children getting married. And maybe you did something bad to the child and now they won't forgive you. There's just a lot of different energies. It's just about forgiving yourself, forgiving others, not trying to be perfect, not trying to be the star, just trying to be yourself and stay present in the moment, and try to focus in one lane. Don't get too scattered. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. We're over an hour already. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. Be good to yourself, Aquarius, and rise and be love. I'll see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.